is the yellow reflector jacket that President Ruto has been wearing recently a reflection of a hard-working president, or it is symbolic of yellow card that he has given himself? Whenever I see him going to these projects, that some of them are questionable, I wonder what impression he wants to give the Kenyan people. He wants to come across as a hard-working president, and yet in our minds we can see that that yellow reflector jacket is symbolic of yellow card. You know, in football, when people cause a foul, they are given yellow card. And in a sense it's true because he's still in the game, but he actually deserves a red card. And I will explain why. What framework are we using to elect leaders? And I've come up with two frameworks. One is the framework we have been using to elect our leaders, and the other one is the one I suggest we should use in order for us to have change in 2027. The first framework has the acronym TRIBE. The acronym TRIBE, the first framework. And I think this is the framework we have used for so many years. And for us to experience change in our country, we need to change our voting framework, or we need to use a different audit method to analyze who we put in power. So the TRIBE acronym, T for TRIBE first, truth later. And we have used this for so long. And I think this is what the Gen Zs are saying, that they are tribeless. What are they communicating? That tribe does not matter. We are all different tribes, but we should not put tribe before truth. We have been for long saying tribe first, truth later. If it is our person who is doing corruption, Nemodo Anyoba, Newito, this is our person. So we don't make noise when it is our person in power eating. And yet, the truth is, a few benefit. Even if it's your person in power, the majority of your community will not be benefiting from that. So the issue of tribe first, truth later, we need to change our framework. And I will give you the suggested framework later. So T for truth. Truth should come first before tribe. Tribe first, tribe first, truth later is part of the reason we are where we are. R for recycled promises. Recycled promises. We keep getting lied to, given promises that for sure we know that they are not going to be fulfilled. And we need to say enough is enough of the lies. For how long are we going to be lied to? For how long are we going to be lied to? We have been voting along the lines of promises. We are given promises which we know we are being lied to. Empty words. This person is saying he's going to do this, but we know at the end of the day they are going to do the other thing. You know, so enough of recycled promises. I for impunity. In Kenya, it doesn't matter how many crimes you have committed, how much you have stolen. It doesn't disqualify you from political office. It doesn't. So this actually is very, very wrong. So we have encouraged impunity. So I for impunity. Impunity. B for bread politics. Bread and bribe politics. B for bread and bribe politics. So if we are given handouts, we vote the person in. And this then cost us so much because we are given a t-shirt, we are given 500, we are given, this is what our voting framework has been like. And then E, for emotion over evidence. Our emotions are stirred up. We have masters of stirring the emotions of the common mwananchi. So, this is the kind of framework we have been using for a long time. And we need to change our voting framework. Let me suggest a framework that I will call Heal Kenya Framework. For us to be able to have change in 2027, we need to say no to the old voting framework. H, for honest leadership. I think the key thing in Kenya at the moment is that we are not looking for honest leaders. And we need to ask ourselves, those who are going to be voted in 2027, how honest are they? Because I think what we are saying, we are tired of being lied to as Kenyans. We need honest leadership. H, for honest leadership. E, for economic justice. E, for economic justice. We want somebody who says we are going to do bottom-up manifesto for the common mwananchi. We don't get top-down taxes. Received a raw deal. So H, for honest leadership. E, for economic justice. Somebody who is going to really look into our economy. How can the resources trickle down to the common mwananchi? Somebody who is going to be serious about that. A, for accountability to the 2010 Constitution. It is about devolution, but the moment the monies come to the counties, and instead of them being devolved all the way down, then the governors and those there are eating and stealing, and then now the president also now is not sending the money to the counties, because he wants to have control, centralization, fighting against the 2010 Constitution, and yet this is the vow he took. This is terrible. So we need economic justice. L, for land reforms. After the 2007 tribal clashes, and since independence, the issue of land has not been tackled to the satisfaction of the common mwananchi. We have politicians having big tracts of land which they bought using taxpayer money. A lot of corruption around title deeds and stuff like that. K, remember it's Heal Kenya. K, for kind governance, where when you are in power, you don't just give the positions to people of your community. We have 42 tribes. We would want to see merit rewarded over tribal alliance. So kind governance. E, for ethical procurement. Ethical procurement. Part of the reason we're in the mess we are in is that there's a lot of inflated things that happen in government. We need people who are going to ensure there is ethical procurement. And for national healing, we need a leader who is sensitive to healing the trauma in the nation. National healing. Y, for youth-centered future. We have a medium age of 20 years. This is the population we have. A, for active participation of citizens. We don't consult the citizens enough, and even what they say doesn't seem to matter. So I am bringing this to say that we need to change the framework of voting when it comes to 2027. We cannot use the tribe framework. We need to use the Heal Kenya framework. I took the current president and evaluated him using the tribe framework, and then I evaluated him against the Heal Kenya framework. Tribe framework, he scored 90-something%. Heal Kenya framework, he scored 20%. Below, who you think would win if we used the tribe framework of voting, or who would win if we used the Heal Kenya framework of voting. The Lord bless you. Thank you very much. This is Simon Kariuki coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. Bye-bye.